What's up, cubers? My name is Kenneth. In this week's video, we're going to take a look at Eitan's TriCube. So here are the two puzzles. Let's take a look at the 3-color version because I think it's a little easier to understand. So basically, the TriCube is based off of a shape from an M.C. Escher painting called Waterfall, in which he has this cube in the corner, and it's basically this compound cube of 3 cubes. So we have like this yellow cube, this square face here. You can see it's a whole yellow cube. And then if we turn it like this, we have this orange square, which is actually an orange cube. And then there's also this green one. We have this green square, which is a green cube. So you have these 3 cubes all intersecting each other. And on each face of each cube, it cuts off 2 other cubes. So if we have this green face here, it cuts these off, and we have a turning axis here. On this face of the green cube, we have this one. So there's actually 18 different turning faces on this puzzle, and I believe it's going to be pretty challenging. I mean, I don't really know because I haven't scrambled it up, but yeah, I think this is going to be really hard. And so there's 2 main kind of turning axes. We have this axis that can turn, it looks like 180 degrees. Can it turn any way else? Yeah, I think this is a jumbling. That's great. I think that's a jumbling turn. Basically, if you don't want to jumble the puzzle, I think it turns in 180 degrees. And then we have these kind of faces, which turn in 90-degree turns. So yeah, so it's going to be pretty challenging because, like I just mentioned, the puzzle jumbles. So yeah, I don't want to jumble it yet, but I believe the jumbling is going to make this like a really, really difficult puzzle. There's 3 color variants, I believe. So there's this color variant, which is just these 3 colors, yellow, orange, and green. Then there's a 6-color variant. So this yellow cube here, it's yellow on kind of this side, but it's white on that side. And then same with green. The green one, it's green on one side, blue on the other. And then we got red and orange that are kind of opposite. And this one, I don't know if I really like the 6-color variant, just because I have a hard enough time picturing what this puzzle looks like with 3 colors, let alone 6 colors. So it's the kind of illusion I think looks best with these 3 colors. I really like that they went with stickerless for these puzzles. Like one kind of issue if it did have stickers is these pieces here kind of cover up and would peel the stickers on these little pieces. So I think stickerless was a good call. And I like that the internal pieces are black so that it kind of still has that feeling of like a black puzzle with colored stickers, even though it's a stickerless puzzle. And the plastic is really like high quality. I really like this stickerless feel more than some of the other stickerless puzzles I have. I think I actually prefer that 3rd color variant, which is 3 colors but just red, white, and blue instead of orange, green, and yellow. So yeah, I'm really excited about this puzzle. In fact, I remember watching Eitan's video of it when he 3D printed it 6 years ago, and I thought it was really cool then, and I'm so excited that it's been mass produced so that I can give it a try. And yeah, I'm really excited about it. I can't wait to scramble it up and really see how hard it is. So to start with, I'm not going to try jumbling. I'm going to just see if I can scramble it without jumbling, and then we'll try jumbling later when I'm feeling more confident. I mean, that looks scrambled to me already. So I'm going to play around with it for a little bit and see if I can get it back to its shape without jumbling, and then if I can do that, I'll probably jumble it for you guys as well. So it didn't take too long, and I was able to solve the puzzle. It was actually a lot easier than I expected. The hard part for sure is to try to really keep track of what you're trying to do. The geometry is really confusing. It really is kind of like an optical illusion. Actually, getting the pieces to go where they need to go wasn't difficult. And so what I did was I solved first kind of the corner pieces. So like these corners of the yellow cube, solved all the corners of the whole puzzle. And then I moved around these little tiny edge pieces. And it wasn't that difficult. It reminded me a lot of kind of a helicopter cube or a dino cube. So it's kind of the easiness of a dino cube, but the edges moved around more like a helicopter cube would. And one of the cool things about it is the edges, like a helicopter cube, kind of have a separate orbit. So this orange piece can never switch with that orange piece. This one, because these do 180-degree turns, this piece will go over here. So you can trace where this piece can go. It can go from here to here. And then on this face, it can go from here to there. And then on this face, it can go from here to here. And it can go around in 6 places. It'll end up back to where it started. And you can't move it in any other place. So without jumbling, these edge pieces are kind of stuck in their orbit. So once I actually use jumbling, I know it's going to make it harder because these pieces can get pushed out of their orbit into other pieces' orbits. And to solve it, you'll have to then not just get it back into the right shape, but make sure the pieces are in their proper orbits so that you can solve the puzzle. So that's going to make it a lot harder. So I'm really happy I solved it without jumbling. So the next step, I think, is to scramble it again and jumble it up and then see if I can solve it that way. So first I'm going to just scramble it with the normal kind of moves, and then we'll try jumbling it. So now let me show you guys how this puzzle jumbles. So we got this kind of face here that normally turns in 180-degree turns. And then we have this face that turns in 180-degree turns. And you can see how they kind of intersect. They share this single piece here. I can turn it so that this piece is on that face, and then it can turn with that face. And you can see it's in the kind of wrong spot, and we can get 2 kind of out of place. So now this is kind of in a different shape. So now with this weird shape, it also causes bandaging. So this face here, which usually is just like this kind of cross, when it's jumbled, it now is like bandaged and won't turn. So I'm going to just start jumbling it more and more and see kind of what happens. So now that the puzzle is jumbled, it's kind of all bandaged up a little bit. And I'm going to take a break and play with it. And yeah, I'll get back to you guys. After jumbling the puzzle, I solved it. It was a fun challenge. I really enjoyed it. I don't have any other puzzle exactly like it. It reminds me a bit of a helicopter cube, probably the most, but also reminds me of Alexander's Star, the Dino Cube, and a bunch of others. So I would say this is actually a little easier than the helicopter cube. If you can solve the helicopter cube with jumbling, then you probably can solve this with jumbling as well. It's really unique and different, so I really like it. Highly recommend the puzzle. If you want to buy it, definitely check the link in the description. It's an affiliate link, so using that will help me out a little bit. I really appreciate you guys watching my videos, subscribing, liking, all those things you do. Definitely follow me on Instagram too if you want. I've got 20,000 followers there. I just passed that. I'm really excited about that, so thanks for following me there. And that's it, guys. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for the next video, and of course, have a great day.